people are.
Nah, yeah, that's mine.
I never seen no more, but I know that, hey, you son of Zion. I know you, my brother. You know what I mean? I can't even remember your name. I can't remember your name now.
It took me a couple times.
But ask me to do something for you, I'm there for you. You know? So that's what this is. So I think this is for the select few to get started. And then I believe that our people, other lost people, the lost sheep will start.
I feel it.
But we got to give them a home to come to. They got to see it through us. I know we out in the corner preaching and insulting and all that stuff. But
I never got back to seeing that.
yeah, but when you see some of the videos you watch it, maybe I just sometimes
I didn't like that.
yeah, no, that ain't how we are. We got to still be in this world with all these other kind of nations.
Even though they hate us, we still going to
Yeah. Because like even like now, us being here, the chosen ones, the separate people from everybody else. This is still Esau's building. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. That's why it's going to be tough, you know, because he's going to have some.
Up until we start buying them and start doing anything, we have to. That's like when you come to Detroit, then I have to have something for us. You know what I mean? And it's going to be something that you have part ownership in too. It won't be just like something that I have. No, we all have ownership in it. And then this is what we start doing too. If Detroit makes shoes, right? Then Tennessee makes socks. And South Carolina makes the shorts. And then, so we have to network this as to where now, like Jerome selling clothes, we have to learn just to get from us. We have to get that happening now. Teach our children that every day. So that's growing our nation. That's growing our food together. Man, you know what? You said you got the lettuce, and he got cucumbers over there. You know what I'm saying? And I got tomatoes. So those are the things that we have to find ways to be independent, to have everything independent, so we don't need no. There's water. We need our own Hebrew water. You know what I mean? At least the bottle. Start off with our label and our brand.
One of these days, man, I don't know if we'll probably move down here. Really?
Hey, yeah. I'm gonna let you sit right here for a sec and just, or wherever you want to sit, and just let them know, just welcome them, everybody to that. It's live, folks is on.
Okay, what you gonna go on the other side or what?
Go wherever you.
Man, she got me with a name bad. Hey man, how many people here? I'm not trying to sound prideful or arrogant. How many people here don't know me? Because my wife got me wearing that Joseph names badge. Oh, he said, okay, I don't know you. All right. All right, I gotta go with the protocols. You know what I mean?
Yes.
All right. Hey, just want to welcome all those that's here, those that's online. The I just went live for them, so we want to told out y'all. I'm about ready to call the elder up here too. But just been over here building. I'm glad to see everybody out today. You all have come from all different type of places. I know some people that came from 14 hours back there. With y'all, how much y'all? 14 hours? How much?
From where?
Philly.
Okay.
14, okay. Back there, how many hours you got?
Jersey, originally.
I'm Jersey.
Jersey.
Okay, she said that's from the upper part, huh? Is that what you said, Pamela? You said that's the upper part that talk like that? Okay, south. Okay, cool. All right, so we're going to welcome everybody here tonight, and just want to tip of the iceberg, just to be able to get everybody to know each other. It's good to see a lot of some of the familiar faces that's here again with us, and we got some new people. We got a lot of people that's still on their way, and that's going to be here over the next few days. So we really looking forward to a nice weekend. So what we're going to do is we want to go ahead and go over a few different things. I want to grab my scriptures though real quick. So don't want to start this out without no scripts. So let's go to Tehillim, chapter 133, if anybody do have these scripts on them. And No matter what event we end up going to, Psalms, we're going to go to the book of Psalms, 133. I know y'all know this one by heart, but it's just one that's fitting. You got to kind of open it up all the time with this one. All right, Psalms chapter 133. I hope I'm quoting the right scripture. Psalms 133 and verse 1. If you're there, you can say hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
All right, it said, behold, how good and how pleasant it is for brethren to dwell together in unity. All right, so it's a beautiful thing for us to be here. It's so beautiful. The scripture said it's like the precious ointment upon the head that ran down the beard of Aharon. All right, so we're here again as a gathering. We're gonna go to Zephaniah chapter. Let's go to Zephaniah chapter 2 real quick. All right, how many people here know that it's important for us to gather ourselves together? It's a few of us. We see the importance of it. All right, it's a real important thing for us to gather. None of us in here are part of a organization. All of us are not led by one man. Okay, everybody here could think and act on their own accord. Is that right? Yeah. Hallelujah. All right, so you got differences of doctrines and scriptures and things of that nature, but we see one thing important is that we know that it's good for us to gather from time to time and get into this word. All right, so Zephaniah chapter 2 and verse 1. Is everybody there? Yes. Okay, the scripture says, gather yourselves together. Yeah, gather yourselves together, O nation not desired. Are we desired as a people? No. We are nations not desired, and sometimes we don't even desire to be around each other. O nation not desired. It's the truth. All right, so we here. We just trying to bring our people together. For those of you that have heard the call, we told our y'all because I don't know about you. We've had this event now for some years. How many years now, Coachy? Has it been? It's been a few years now. I want to say 5 years, 4 years. It's been something like that. But we were doing them in the summer and the winter. Summer, winter. And the last year was the first one where we didn't do the winter one. But we've been keeping them running around the clock, around the feast days. All right. So we're here again. We got a different group of people, and I'm excited. I'm excited about the people that's been coming over and over again because you all know the relationship we have built over time. And now we have new people, and we have a special group of people, and we got a lot of nice amount of people in Tennessee that's going to be here this week. So it's real important for the people in Tennessee to get to know one another. She over there raising the roof. Like, hallelujah. Because what's happening here in Tennessee is it's a lot of people here in Tennessee that do not know that they have Israelites 15 minutes around the corner.
Right. Right.
Smyrna, Antioch. You know what I mean? You got Memphis, Nashville, Murfreesboro, and all these other places in between. So, what's going to happen after this weekend is, especially with this meet and greet, especially as these other events take place, you're going to be able to see people in this area. And definitely want to make sure that all the Tennessee people get together. But outside of the Tennessee people, we have people that have driven 14 miles. I said 14 miles. 14 miles. And that ain't that far at all. 14 hours. I'm still in Tennessee, right? I'm up the street. All right, 14 hours. How much y'all back there? Was that 13 hours? 12? 8 hours. Okay, I don't know why I feel like it was y'all coming from. Is it farther going to Ohio than it is coming here? Oh, yeah. Oh, he said, oh, yeah. He said, keep on having them here, huh? Yeah. All right, cool. All right, so we're doing the meet and greet. We're going to start off. I'm going to do one more scripture. Let's go to Hebrews chapter 9 real quick. Appreciate Michael Israel accepting the invitation. Michael Israel is a servant among the servants in Yasharal. This brother goes out his way. He's always trying to do things for the nation. He's always trying to help somebody promote their event. He's always trying to get somebody on there to promote what they're doing. He serves in capacities that he's not going to get a lot of credit for. But as you can see, he's continuing to grow and grow and grow, dropping these wisdom lessons. There's not a lot of people talking about that as well, and that's a hidden treasure. Hebrews chapter 10. Hope I didn't say 9, but Hebrews chapter 10, we're going to start at verse 24 and verse 25. If y'all there, just let me know. All right, hallelujah. It said, the book of Hebrews, Hebrews, chapter 10, 24, and let us consider one another to provoke unto love and to good works. 25, not forsaking the assembling of ourselves together, as the manner of some is, but exhorting one another, encouraging one another, and so much the more as you see the day approaching. All right, the days are approaching, you know, where the Most High is going to come and gather us from the four corners. These days are approaching. They're near and they're at hand. We don't know exactly when that time is going to be. We have prophetic scriptures, the things that's pointing us to this being sooner than what we think. All right, you had something you was about to say?
Oh, no. I'm just getting that scripture.
Okay, so we have things that's pointing us to things happening. All right, we know that there are some more things that need to happen, though. All right, so I'm not saying he's coming tomorrow, but it's some more things that need to take place, and we need to make sure we encourage each other as the day approaches.
What scripture?
That was Hebrews 10 and verse 24 and 25. All right, so I want to start off with this. And for those of you that I know we just came in here and sat down, we want to make sure that everybody in here, if you haven't already, you can get up out of your seat, go back to the registration table. We done something different this time. We have name badges. All right, so it's kind of, you know, when you have a conversation with people sometimes and you want to, you know, you walk up to an ark and be like, hey, Shalom, my key, and they tell you your name, but you still talking to them 2 minutes later, you forgot it already. So now we've had some people behind the scenes. They was like, we don't Yosef, we don't want that to happen anymore. So let's do a name badge system. So now that you're looking at your ark and your coat, and even if you forgot their name, you can still look at their shirt and still know their name. Mm-hmm. All right, so if you haven't already, go to the front. Make sure your name is on the registration paper. If you haven't paid the registration, go take care of that now, please. All right, please take care of that, so we can make sure we've had a. I ain't gonna get out into the details of everything as far as that's concerned, but we just want to make sure we are doing whatever we need to do. Yeah, that's cool. Go ahead, Doc.
Scoot over though, so I get everybody in.
Yeah, that's cool.
Or actually, let me pull the table over so the camera ain't in nobody's way.
Unless you don't want to be.
You mind you need that bag? Yep. And then cup. Not just a black. Thank you, brother.
All right, cool.
I ain't take too long, though.
You good, Aki?
Uh-oh.
We're just about 5 or 10 minutes
It's
later.
going down.
Tornado.
I'll pray.
Yeah. You bringing that hurricane weather up here, man. You gotta stay back in Jacksonville, man. Bringing that stuff up here, man. All right, hallelujah. If somebody can you do me a favor? Absolutely, appreciate it. All right, cool. All right, so we're going to touch on a few quick things real quick. If you haven't already, please get your name back. You had something, Aki? You was about to say something? Okay, I thought you put your hand up. Okay. Man, you know, yeah, you should have one up there. Yeah. We're just trying to make it where everybody can see each other, know each other, things of that nature. Okay, yeah. All right. What's going on, Aki?
Joseph in the building.
All right. Hallelujah. It's going to be a beautiful weekend.
It is.
Beautiful weekend. I can't wait to see Hod. Can't wait to see Hod, man.
Haji go heavy.
Haji.
Not lightly. Haji go heavy.
It's heavy. Heavy in the paint.
Let's see how this sounds. There we go. Yeah, folks trying to roll in there. They wait for that weather to clear.
Wait for that weather to clear.
Hey, shalom, Sister Veronica. See you in there. Elder Aliyah. Shalom, man. Shalom to y'all online. Good to see y'all. Shalom, Michael Johnson. Rachel, shalom. Todd, shalom, y'all. Good to see y'all in there watching. I gotta talk to the
Shalom.
talk to the Facebook crew to get them to hey, if y'all watching on Facebook, go ahead and share it. I had some problems trying to share. You know the way Facebook is.
It's beautiful. Coming on in. Coming on in. Hallelujah.
And Facebook trying to act up on me. It's all good though. We're gonna get it. Oh, I need this. Judah Mack here. I'm gonna have to share it on his thing too. You share it over there.
Shalom, shalom.
Little King. Ain't you talking?
Shalom, shalom.
So when did you get here? Yesterday?
Yep. Yesterday, you called yesterday or 2 or 3 in the morning, 1 in the morning, everyone called. Shalom, brother.
How y'all doing?
Shalom. Shalom.
I do 3, 1.
I flow with, I go with the flow, man. What's going on out here?
I'm doing good.
Since Detroit.
Yeah, man. I'll be back up there again. Good to see you too. All right.
Oh, it is.
Where the music at?
There go the music.
Yeah, we're supposed to be up giggling, talking, music playing, huh? Yeah, it's a little different. A little more personal. All right, shalom, shalom, Yasharal. We're about to go and get started now. All right, you haven't already. We told everybody to go back to the registration table, get that squared away. All right, so we're about to get started. Meet and greet. Now we already remember with a couple scripts. We're about to just let it flow now.
Yeah, I done cut into them already.
Yeah, it cuts. I'm supposed to have live music, DJs, food everywhere, dancing, the highest singers.
We're in Tennessee, right? Some whiskey.
A little bit of wine, man. Low wine for the stomach steak. All right, cool. So we're about to get started. So we already went over the scriptures. We talked about the importance. If we can get everybody on one accord, we talked about the importance of us coming together in these end times, and we told our y'all for this again. All right, this opportunity. Some people they look forward to this every single year now. Even at the time of us just constantly thinking, should we keep doing it? Should we keep doing it? We keep getting constant affirmations and confirmations that you need to keep doing it. All right. It is working and it's bringing people close together. And with the people like you all inspire me to keep on going. All right, so I want to go over a couple things real quick, just so we can be on one accord. I want to address this issue up front with the dress, just so we don't have no offenses and things of that nature. Because we are not a organization or a camp. We're not a camp, we're not an organization, so everybody's not on a live feed. Everybody's not hearing the message of that one person at one time. So everybody has different ways on how you saw or heard about this event. Some of you saw the live video. Some of you, somebody just sent you an email. Somebody else told you in different ways. So we never know how you got the information. The original, I'm just throwing this out there. I'm not saying nothing to offend anybody in here, all right? But I'm just letting you know, just so everybody can know. The original dress code for this event, it was supposed to be men and women were supposed to have a certain code. Men was not really supposed to be out here showing their body parts, showing their legs and things of that nature. And women are not supposed to be wearing pants, all right? So I wanted to make that clear. But we also understand, too, that there are people that come from different walks. Some people are not aware. They was not aware of the dress code. They just heard about the gathering. They heard about the event, and they just wanted to make sure they was there. So I'm saying this to say, if you see somebody that come with pants, don't just look at them like they the devil. All right, I'm for real. Don't look at them like they the devil, because they understanding it might be a little bit different than yours. All right, Some people look at it as a sin, some people don't. Now, my whole thing about this whole gathering was not to wear a period for women. So if you see somebody wear pants, it's not because I wanted them to wear it. It's just that they may not have known about the dress code. All right, so I don't want anybody to feel like I'm endorsing it. It just happened. All right, and for the men, okay. I mean, I talk about the men and everything, but I also talk about the. I know it's hot. I know it's hot down here in Tennessee. Now I just want to wear shorts and muscles, tank tops, and all that type of stuff. But I was really pushing for the men not to be wearing the shorts to the different gatherings that we had. Now the different things that we doing, whether you splitting off and doing different things, that's a total yeah. You know what I'm saying? But I know that now at this point of the event, it might be too late for some people. You know what I mean? So you wearing what you got. You know what I mean? So I'm not here to basically trying to condemn or convict anybody. I'm just telling you, and I'm hoping that we in this room are more mature enough that we look at somebody, if they got pants on, we don't look at them that if they got shorts on, we're not looking at them as they just might not have got the memo. They might not have understood everything what I was trying to put out there. All right, everybody clear on that? So that's no offense. I'm not trying to offend anybody. I'm just telling you the original thing. All right, so look like you had a scripture or something.
Yeah, always.
You got always something.
You mind reading something?
Go ahead. What you got?
1 Corinthians
1 Corinthians
13 and 6. You start at 6.
All right.
I'm gonna just jump on the back of what the ark was bringing out about, not some people don't know, some people coming in from different walks, some people coming in from different understandings. I myself came up under a different understanding, a more strict. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna die if you don't fix that now. But I understand now through things that the Most High sent me through that it ain't about that. But read that for me.
All right, 1 Corinthians chapter 13, verse 6. Rejoiceth not in iniquity, but rejoice in the truth.
So when the scriptures say rejoice not in iniquity, I think we all on one accord with that. Iniquity, sin, being outside of the will of the Most High, we all on one accord with that. Otherwise, we wouldn't all be here. Read on.
All right. Beareth all things, believe all things, hopeth all things, endureth all things.
So, who knows what that's going into? Beareth all things, believe all things, endureth all things. Brothers, y'all know what that's going into? No? Anybody? Y'all do. Y'all just don't want to answer. Brothers be knowing. They just don't want to say nothing. Read that again for me.
1 Corinthians chapter 13, verse 6. Rejoice not in iniquity, but rejoice in the truth. Bearing all things, believing all things, hoping all things, and enduring all things.
All things. When we see each other, when we going to have to bear with each other. Y'all get what it's talking about now? We see each other coming into the truth. Like some coming into this understanding. Some people come in and like with sisters. Let's just stay on what the brother was bringing out. Sisters come in and they don't see that in Deuteronomy when it's saying don't wear that which pertains to a man. Some brothers and sisters don't see that as pants. It takes a little bit deeper understanding, digging a little bit deeper, seeing what our history is. And at that point, what they coming in on is, I love the Most High. I know that I'm Israel. I want to serve the Lord. That right there in itself is enough to start a foundation, to lay the foundation. Now, what we can do is we can break somebody's faith by saying, because of this, I'm so hard on you, you out of the spirit and whatnot, and turn people away from the Most High. Right? And it's going to get into that. Read on.
Verse number 8. Charity never faileth.
Charity. Who knows the charity, what that's talking about?
No.
Okay.
Charity never faileth. But whether there be prophecies, they shall fail.
Okay. Who knows what that's talking about? Whether there be prophecies, they shall fail. We all get different. Some of y'all who's been in the understanding of who you are for over a year. All right, over 2 years, 10 years. Not many. For those you have, you're right there on it. Yeah, me too. I've heard over the years many prophecies, many different things that end up not coming to pass. Now, the men that was bringing these prophecies out, so-called prophecies, they were good men or whatever. Just their prophecy failed. It wasn't because they was the devil. It was just that, prophecy, we know in part, we see in part. And it's going to say that later on. So that's why it's dangerous when we start judging each other too heavily. You look at what the brother's made of. I think the brother Michael always brings it out. He looks at the character Of the, ain't that what
Well,
you
I always bring up that verse where Christ said, first clean the inside of the cup. So get your mind right first, and then you're gonna want to clean the outside. Like, and I'll be honest, like that was new to me. But
the shorts?
Yeah,
That
but
was
I'm
new to me, too.
I'm all about like after what I've been delivered from, the stuff that I've overcome spiritually, internally. Once you get to that level, you down to do whatever. You know what I'm saying? That's why, like the brother said, like when I meet somebody, we don't get into heavy doctrinal discussions unless they just off on some crazy stuff. But what I'm doing, I'm assessing their character, and you know, you transparent, you know, and that's what I'm looking at. Like when I met these ox, that's what I could see. So that's, you know what I'm saying?
Hallelujah.
Yeah, and those are things you can build off of. But
I was also it just came to my mind that when you talk about prophecies, they shall fail. You know, you see Ezekiel 33 where he said, you know, if I say to the wicked, he gonna die, and he repent and change his way, he shall live. And if you say to the righteous, he shall live, and he start doing wicked, he shall die.
exactly.
You might have been wicked one day, and somebody said, "Man, you gonna die."
And he prophesied over you just
He
now.
prophesied on him and said he gonna die if he keep doing it that way he doing. Or you might say, "Oh man, you gonna live good because you doing everything right." And the brother changed his way one way or the other, and the prophecies fail. You know,
Exactly.
that's it.
And that's another way to look at it. In other words, things change. You never know who you're standing in front of and where they're going to be 5 years tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? So read on. We're going to read down to 9.
And before you go there, I want to let everybody know I see both sides of that Deuteronomy 22 and 5. I see it I can see how somebody can say, don't do it, don't wear it, and then I can see why somebody can say, well, you can go back to the history. You can see where it's talking about warlike clothing, and you know what I mean. The men had different garments on and different dress. So I can see both sides of the argument. But for the sake of us as Israel coming together, that's why I did that. That when everybody, women wearing dresses and things like that, because people are sometimes they're very offended, and we had an event last year. Well, people got very offended. I mean, so one person in their family, they got left. They was, and I'm saying, so what I'm saying is we've had a call about it and everything. Like, so we had to discuss this matter before it went forth. So it wasn't me coming off the top of my head with this, like, what I mean? It's just not offending people. And what's wrong with embracing our culture for a few days? What's wrong with looking like who we are and acting and being a part? Like that's what I'm just trying to say. Set apart. What you got back there?
I'm just gonna speak the truth. I brought that up at the last gathering about the women in pants. It's not to put the women down, but women have to understand that we are men first. Before we're Hebrew, we are men first. And it's your job to make sure we don't stumble. So if you wearing tight jeans and stuff, the average man is gonna look. That's just being a real man. It's not to sit there we're weak or we're thirsty. We're gonna look. That's how we are. He made us to be a hunter. Men are hunters. We're gonna look. So it's your job.
He said hunters.
You're right. You're right.
Hey,
break it out. Keep it 100.
To make us not sin. And to be honest, that's what caused the flood in the beginning. It wasn't homosexuality, so it was the women enticing the men to sin.
Okay.
That's why we talking about this scripture here, because you got to keep reading the next.
Yeah, I'm about to.
We're about to get to it. Okay. First Corinthians 13 and 8. Charity never faileth. Whether there be prophecies, they shall fail. Whether there be tongues, they shall cease. Whether there be knowledge, it shall vanish away.
Now watch this. Going from.
We'll go to 5.
Hold on 1 second. I want to touch on something in 8 real quick, if you don't mind, brother. It says, whether there be tongues, they shall fail. Who knows what that's talking about? What they could be referring to? Whether there be tongues, how would tongues fail? Languages, right? How would languages fail? Over the years, languages have changed a lot. The Bible is translated in so many different languages it don't make no sense. Dialects, letters adding, letters taken away, all that stuff will fail. Read on.
Whether there be tongues, they shall cease. Whether there be knowledge, it shall vanish away.
Whether there be knowledge, because some of us, today we knowledgeable, tomorrow we go off, and the Most High take that knowledge away from us. Read on.
For we know in part, and we prophesy in part.
But that's the part that I want. We know in part, each one of us, for anyone, And these brothers know I come from a camp to where at one point, if I was to walk up in here and see women in pants, it'd have been stopped. I'm gonna tell my son, get the scriptures. Read, you the devil. We would start tearing people up in here. Real time, you know, he got stories. As we go through the weekend, I'm sure he's gonna tell some of the stories. They funny now.
Yeah, hey, about almost 10 years ago, boy, they was, you know, could have been some fighting words, but yeah. So you done with that one?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, cool. So the elder, you got
yeah,
something
wanted
that
something.
you want to say?
Verse 5.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, like it says in 5.
Here, I'll read it for you, brother.
Go ahead.
You want verse 5, right?
Yeah.
12 and 5. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 13, verse 5. Doeth not behave itself unseemly, seeketh not her own, is not easily provoked, thinketh no evil.
Right, you know, and I was thinking about, you know, yes, somebody got on pants. Why you gotta think evil about it? You know, you're not easily provoked, you know, that sort of thing. That charity, when you have that love, right, the charity, the love inside, you don't just go off on every unseemly thing. You know, you just don't do that. You know, you treat people with respect, you know, and approach them. You know, you may take them to the side if it seems necessary to do so, but, you know, putting them on blast and all that sort of stuff, that ain't love.
No.
And to back up with what you just said, in Ecclesiasticus, there's a verse in there that says, when you correct someone, be discreet and use wisdom. Yeah, so, yep, that's book.
Hallelujah. Okay, so that right there, I just said that, and I prayerfully, like, if that's all you got, that's at this point in time, that we here now. You know what I'm saying? We here now. If you didn't watch the video, you didn't know about it. I mean, some people say, well, you still got time. You know what I mean, to go to Walmart, but you know what I'm saying. But at this point in time, that's not what we basing this gathering about. You know what I'm saying? We're not basing it about that. I'm just saying, as far as the stumbling block to certain people, I just did that as an overall aspect of not trying to cause offenses. You know what I mean? But some kind of way or another, I found a way to cause offenses regardless. You know, even when I'm not trying to. So that is out the way. The clothing thing, the itinerary. If you look at your itinerary, this just shows you the orders of events, and it's not to, like I said, make anybody feel any type of way, but it is what it is. So right now we at the meet and greet, 7 to 9. After this, we're going to be going to the bowling. So I'm praying that everybody can make it out there. They got a nice little reservation for us. It's going to be a real good time. All right. How far is it? About 20 minutes. Okay. 20, 25 minutes. So how many people been out to a bowling event with us before? How many people have fun at the bowling event? Keep your hands up. Coach Sahara, she got her hand up. Coach, she be having fun. Okay, so a bowling event is just a time for us to break the ice. You know, a lot of times we see each other, it's only Shabbat Shalom or it's on the feast days, and that's it. We don't really know each other until we get to spend time around each other. No hallelujahs on that one. Yeah. It's all right. That's when you get to know your brother, when you can have a real conversation with him outside of an assembly or a gathering or a camp.
Right.
You can have a conversation with him about real life situations. All right. So we do that in the midst of, you know, Joseph throwing a few strikes down the middle and, you know, trying to beat everybody. We have a good time. The coaches, the women, they get together, they have a good time. The ox are around each other. We having a good time. And we do what we do. All right, so we're going to be doing that. It says until. I'm trying to think if this is a 24-hour bowling alley or not. I know normally we be done at like 12:30, but it's until. So whenever it stops, that's when it stops. All right. Tomorrow, just going over the itinerary for tomorrow, we're going to be doing the street teaching for all the ox that want to bring the word out, even for the Acosta that want to come out there. Downtown Nashville, you see it on the itinerary. All right, we're going to be bringing it out. Also, too, we got an alternative plan for those that have children in here. All right, how many people got children in here? Some of your children, you might be like, well, I don't want to take my children out to y'all where y'all standing on the corner teaching the people. We have a community center here in the area. I'm not gonna say it on live on the live feed right here, but we have a community center where you can bring your children. They have indoor basketball, they have pool, ping pong tables, all kind of things. Some of the older people like, man, I want to be a child again. But we got it play, and I'm just saying a few things they do. So if you want your child to kind of be engaged and just kind of, going and having some other activities outside of being out there with us on the corner, then you have that option. And you could do it from 10 till they close at 8:45. I hope y'all don't get caught up into that much fun, but you could do it for a few hours until we get to the next event. You got your hand up right there?
Yeah, apologies, but I'm just trying to get an understanding because, I'm from Nashville and unfortunately my co-workers and my family, they're a bit, apprehensive of thinking I'm in a cult or whatever it is. So can you kind of like give me an explanation of as the street preaching, how that will go? Because I do want to attend and, I just don't want, my family, my mom's calling every 5 minutes talking about, are you okay?
You gotta tell her no, we're sacrificing the goat. Like you gotta go with the flow. No.
Or invite mama down. Let mama see for herself.
Yeah. I mean, you gotta just help me give them peace.
We'll help you.
I don't know what else to tell them.
I got two ways to help give them peace. Number one is to let them come here for themselves. They don't have to pay a single dime. They can come in and just see for themselves. The best part of experience is just for you to see it yourself. Number two, if that don't work, you can just tell them to call me, and I will go over the scriptures. I will try to give them as much peace as the Most High allow me to give them.
Okay.
Either way, you got a doc right here, and then the elder back there.
Keep learning, keep loving, keep doing what you're supposed to do, be an example. That's about the only thing that gave my family peace.
That's the best witness, exactly. When they see the change in your character, that's the best
But
witness.
she's just now coming into it, though.
Yeah.
So she haven't even been able to really live long enough to show. Because when you first come into it, you were like ignorance on fire. You telling everybody all these
Still gotta get the truth. It's gonna be a
family
long
members
road.
turning on you. They calling you the devil. And
It's gonna be a long road, though.
it takes some time to really like calm down and not be at your family's throat.
Everybody
Because
say, hi, Mom.
Yeah.
all right, so what you got? We got the elder, then we got Pemia.
One of the things, I see the street preaching that says Rosa Park Boulevard. I don't see what corner it's on.
Yeah, and I'm gonna tell you, we on camera, so I'm gonna tell you the exact street on once we, after it's over with, all right? The exact intersection that it's gonna be on.
I don't want to bash nobody, but have y'all seen the video of the other group down there downtown?
No.
Downtown here?
Yeah, downtown Nashville.
No.
I was scared to go down there.
I'm sorry, man. Hey, I don't know who you talk about. You ain't gotta be scared going with us. We gonna.
They wear military uniforms and they be talking about the devil. They talking about
See, that's we don't come like that. When we out here bringing the word out, we not cussing people out. We not just we bringing the scriptures out. Don't get me wrong. We ain't backing down with the scriptures, but at the same time, we doing it in a different type of way.
But I do want to say something because I come like me with Spiritual Combat and kind of the crowd that I kind of come out of or whatever is more of the congregational Hebrews. So a lot of Hebrews I deal with come out of Christianity and come out of churches. Mm-hmm. So a lot of ministries I deal with are more geared towards attracting Christians out of the church. But I also deal with camp Hebrews, hardcore camp Hebrews who are out in the street. And the reason why I wanted to say that is something you got to understand is it is a body, and like the stuff I see the more Christian-y Hebrews do, camp Hebrews can't do it. I can't do it. Like it's like reaching people who are in the Christian church is like brain surgery. I'm serious, because they've been deceived through their emotions.
Yeah.
Now, the brothers that I've dealt with who reach these brothers in the street, there's no way a congregational Hebrew could ever reach a dude in a gang coming out of Chicago who's seen death and murder, and you need somebody hardcore. So I've seen those brothers effectively reach them.
I have to.
Like the way I say it is, some of these camps, some of them are like a foot. It got to be tough, and some of these congregations are like an eye. It got to be real delicate. And a lot, like right now, they call each other Satan, you know, but they both putting in work. Real talk.
You seen them videos by General Hashar in New York?
That's a soldier. I mean, I mean, hey, if I showed him to my mother, she'd be like,
I'm not doing that.
yeah, like,
She gonna be like
but let me, but let me tell you this. I got an Ak who follows me who was in, he was in a gang for years, 20, 30 years, him and his wife. And like they not hearing anything but something raw got them out of it. Like it was raw, hardcore teaching that reached them. They not, oh Jesus, they ain't hearing that. You know what I'm saying? But there's still a lot of growth that needs to happen on both sides.
Right, it's necessary. You know, you had Malcolm X and you had Martin Luther King.
There you go. Yeah.
I'm gonna go to Coach Pam. Yeah.
This is for the occultee who's your family thinks you're in the occult. We've all been through it.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm in a cult right now, according to my mother, just so y'all know. And she probably watching. So.
We're part of a camp, so that's why she doesn't come to gatherings. She's in the truth. But what we have now, I don't know if you've heard of the Hebrews and Negroes by Ron Alton. Dalton. You can actually have your family rent, if they have access to internet, Amazon Prime, you can actually rent his movie that he put together. Hebrews and Negroes, Wake Up Black America.
He'll be here tomorrow.
It's $10. They can watch it, throw a party, bring some kosher food over, you know, candy, bring them everybody over. It's just $10.
You don't think that's, I thought it was too advanced for him, and so I didn't.
It's too advanced for me.
Read a book. They won't read a book.
He's working on a less advanced one. That's what we're working on right now. We're working on a less.
But when I watched it, I was like, they can't handle it.
But I want to tell you that's the heaviness of that's why I'm saying that Christian deception is an emotional deception, and it takes a brain surgeon to.
Yeah.
You just have to feed them milk at first.
That's right.
You got there's videos you can put them on before they get to the meat. You can put them on White It Out.
Right.
Yeah, put them on White It Out.
Jerusalem, brother.
Brother Jerusalem, Bible Unlocked.
1 hour.
Put them on that, especially Jerusalem. He'll put them on the scriptures, and they'll hear stuff like, "Wow, I didn't see that. I didn't know that." But you know, you just gotta start them out on milk before they get to the real meat. You know, precept upon precept, line upon line, here a little, there a little.
But I just think it is interesting how it's almost like the media takes this awakening and they demonize us.
They gonna always do that.
Right.
Well, you are the most hated people on the planet. We are.
They gonna demonize
Period. Yeah.
And that's no matter how kindly and nicely you could say it. Like I was talking to a Catholic dude at my job and being so polite and everything. And when he realized what I was trying to say to him, I mean, literally, a spirit came on that and he just flipped out. Like started cursing and all that. He's like, what are you trying to say? You know? So it's like it's crazy. I mean, when we were talking about, he was talking about the Holocaust, and I was like, well, you know, I was like, you know, the Holocaust lasted this long. I was like, but you know, the slave trade was, you know, this many people died and it lasted this many years. He's like, well, you can't stay in the past. You can't stay in the past. Yeah, people always want to lean on slavery. And I'm just sitting there like, okay, we're at work. Let me leave this conversation.
Right.
Yeah, because there was all types of.
But they didn't see that scripture. Remember the days of old.
Well, he was wanting me to remember the Holocaust. He contradicted himself. But what I saw, I realized, all praise the Most High, being in this truth, I realized it was a spirit on them.
Yeah.
They got it. Some of these months, they got a spirit on them. They ain't receiving this.
You're right.
They're not. Some people, there's no way they're receiving this thing, man, because they're in covenant with a demon that doesn't receive them. You gotta see that.
But
Thing.
some of those people are our families, and I just can't give it up.
Yeah.
You know, I want my family to be saved.
But Christ said He came to. What's the script, Judah? He said He came not to throw a cupcake party. He came. Dude, it's painful. But it's like that. I mean, it's real tough.
Here we go,
Oh,
man.
they're gonna get it.
Matthew chapter 10 and verse 34.
We feel you, sis, but it's gonna make you cling to these brothers and sisters as your family.
Your family.
This is the book of Matthew chapter 10 verse 34. It says, think not that I come to send peace on the earth. I come not to send peace but a sword. For I am come to set a man at variance against his father, and a daughter against her mother, and a daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. And a man's foes should be that of his own household.
No, I didn't say that, dude.
A man's foes should be they of his own household.
Ain't a game, man. That's real talk. And it makes you cling tighter to the people around you. That's what we've had to do. I ain't gonna go into all that, but that's real talk, you know.
I think that we gotta focus on chosen one. I have children. They are not the chosen one. They're from me. But they don't believe in what I do. So that means if you don't believe in me, you don't believe in Yah. So they're not part of the chosen one. And we gotta accept it. Everybody is not gonna accept Yah.
A remnant.
You know, and we can love you, but I'm in love with Yah. Period.
And that's facts. But as you begin to see the genius in the Most High's law, statutes, and commandments, and that He's trying to keep you safe and avoid you from falling in all these snares, then you'll begin to see that why it's so important, and hopefully your family could see how, you know.
Ask them up front if they can bring some more chairs in here. They're starting to fill up in here.
Yeah, they would think that. That's because of the manipulation and the brainwashing
of Babylon. It's heavy,
and you got to remember, they've been through that, but it was a reason why you've been pulled out of it.
Right.
Chosen one. I was trying to find that scripture to say one in the household, two be standing together.
Two in the city, one in the house.
Two in the city.
Hey, that's the one I just told you.
Okay, we're gonna go to Jeremiah chapter 3 and verse 14.
That's the scripture that you wanted. I told you, that's the spirit right there.
He just said that. He's been trying to get me to read that for about 10 minutes now. All right, book of Jeremiah chapter 3, verse 14. Turn, O backsliding children, says Yah.
Now, real quick, this is for all of us. This is for our families. This is for all of us. The Most High tells us to turn, come back to Him, right? Read on.
Turn, your backsliding children, says Yah, for I am married unto you, and I will take you, one of a city.
That's the point.
Two of a family, and will bring you to Zion.
You see that? What the Most High saying? Do you understand what He's actually trying to tell us? Do that. Read that part again.
Turn, O backsliding children, says Yah, for I am married unto you, and I will take you, one of a city, two of a family, and will bring you to Zion.
What He's telling us is all our family ain't gonna get it. It ain't even meant for all of us to get it. It's only a select few, like the Ak was bringing out. It's only a select few of us that are actually gonna get it and actually gonna live it. Some people gonna get it, ain't gonna live it. Some people, and this is a trip. Some people are gonna live it, but they ain't gonna get it. Meaning they commandment, but they ain't got the spirit of Christ in them at all. They ain't got the spirit of the Mashiach at all.
They don't clean the inside of the cup.
That's part of where I came from, the camp that I came out of. I don't ain't got the spirit on them at all. It's just regiment.
What about this
Military.
verse in Acts 16? Acts 16:31.
Well, yeah, turn the meet and greet to open discussion. Huh?
That's the Bible.
Hey, that's the rule I go, huh? Acts 16 and what?
31.
All right, let's get it.
Seats over here.
Book of Acts, chapter 16, verse 31. And they said, believe on Yahushua HaMashiach, and thou shalt be saved, and thy house. What else? Is that it?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking
Believe
about.
on the Messiah and be saved, you and your house?
I'm trying. I want them to be saved.
Hallelujah.
And just to reiterate again, because there's a and I think he's in New Orleans, and his wife was in another religion, and he was in this, and it was becoming a source of conflict. And what I told him is, when they see it in you, when they see you walking out, when they see a change in your personality and you're more patient and you handling situations a certain way, that's the most powerful witness you could have, as opposed to saying, you're going to hell because you eating pork and all that stuff like that. The most powerful witness is just them when they see a change in your character and you're pleasant to be around. And they're going to be curious, like, what you drinking or eating, or, you know what I'm saying?
The only thing right now that they have said is, you've been in your scripture. You know book, chapter, and verse. That's the only thing they said.
Right, baby, that's a start.
But they're gonna see a change in your patience and how calm you are and everything. When they see all that, that's a heavy witness.
Hallelujah. I want to say,
they're gonna want that peace.
I
Trust
would
it.
point out that scripture that you put, 16:31 in Acts.
yeah, I was about to
It goes down here right after that, and it says, and that whole household got baptized. You know, the whole house will be saved, and he preached a little bit more to them, and they all went and got baptized. Have they all been baptized?
Oh, you're talking
Yeah,
to
the
the
Christian church.
No, they ain't.
They ain't been baptized in the truth.
He said they ain't getting nothing.
I'm just saying, we have to read the scriptures in context. You just can't pick
Hallelujah.
one scripture without pretext.
That's what they do, man.
And if I may, when it's talking about your house, it ain't necessarily talking about everybody in your whole family. It's talking about your house. Yeah, like my house is myself, my wife, my son, my daughters. That's my house. What I have control over, what I can teach, and because I'm in charge of my house. My house has nothing to do with my mama, my grandmama, my auntie. It has nothing to do with them. They have their own house. My house is what's under my control.
Hallelujah. And I want to say, Toda Yah got you here, Yeshai. Toda Yah for everybody else, man. Y'all been just trickling on in here.
Yeah.
We got Toda Yah for the Salt community that's been here. We want to Toda Yah for them coming. We got the family. We got the elder Shamar and Yashabla Nu. We got the Ishai's family and everybody else that's been coming in. It's a beautiful thing to see you all. Akjeet came down. Hallelujah for him and his Ishai and everybody else that I just didn't call. Be excited. We want to continue to flow through the itinerary here. Just for you all that just came in, we want to continue to let you know that after here, don't stop. We on our way to the bowling alley, and we're gonna continue to build and get to know each other a little bit better. All right, is that all right? Con. So, so we're gonna continue to build. And we'll more step up on them strikes, we'll deal with you then. Tomorrow, we got the street teaching, 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. All right, for those of you that came in late, we have a community center here. For those of you that do not want to go do street teaching, if you got children, it has a indoor basketball place, indoor pool, pool, table tennis, and everything else that your child will probably want to do if you want to take them there. All right, It's on the itinerary, shopping and scenery. I know some of you are coach, some of you women, you get to another city and you just want to go blow all your money. So this is for you right here. If you want to go downtown and spend all your money while we out bringing the scriptures out, you can do that. All right, please. Now he said, Esau was listening, huh? I have my wife there to spend all his money. So 1 o'clock to 3:30. How many people came to the historical museum today? I'm sorry, I'm trying to make y'all feel bad it didn't come. It was a historical, we seen shackles that was probably what? How old was those shackles in there? Y'all see
At
those shackles up
least 300-400
there?
years.
Man, them shackles was
That's
old.
That's get me too mad.
It was an auction block from 1857 that at that point in time they were saying it was 251 years of slavery. And you add the math up, we close to 400 years now. Actual cotton actually picked by ancestors. Like the actual cotton with thistles and thorns stuck in between it. I'm saying, y'all. That's what I'm saying. Y'all gotta get here early so y'all can see everything. You know what I'm saying? We try to set these events up so they can be real educational as well. All right. So we had a good time there, and I try to upload the video and edit it and all that type of stuff. But we had a lot of historical things from the 2 or 3 floors that we was on. So we got another one tomorrow. I don't know. I've never been to this one. I don't know how detailed it is. From 1 to 3, it's going to be a civil rights exhibit and tour. All right, so it's going to be downtown. If you want to go to that, you can do so. Also at 5 o'clock, we have the Hebrew Business 101. How many entrepreneurs we got in the room? Run your own business? You want to tell somebody about your business? You want to get some exposure from Michael Israel? Michael Israel putting it out there. He's putting it out there on his channel so everybody there can see it. So if you got Hebrews, you selling things, you want to push it out there, you got some free promotion right here. Michael Israel gonna put it out there for the nation on the Brew Link too. All right, he got the Brew Link set up, which he's gonna give a breakdown on how the Brew Link is helping people as well. So, and I don't want to limit to just the people that own your business, because some of you work jobs and you're very resourceful. You got knowledge, you got things that you can bring to the table that can help us out. All right, so the business owners, of course, was going to go first, but if you are a person that have resources and access to things, you have a wealth of knowledge, we want to hear that as well. All right, 7:30 to 8:30 or to 8 o'clock, whoever wants to get immersed in water. All right, we got 2 immersion spots. All right, so it depends on if you want to do living water or if you're okay with hotel water. The living water. The reason why I said that is because there is an increasingly amount of people that are wanting to start going down in living water. All right, some people are not cool with the hotel thing no more.
What is living water?
Well, it's more so going to a natural stream of water. You know, and so me personally, I will immerse you wherever, in the hotel or in the lake or whatever. We could do it wherever. But the thing about it is, we're not going until the land experience until the Yom Rishon, which is Sunday. So for those of you that are going back early, tomorrow's going to be the only part of immersions or baptisms from 7:30 to 8:30. Unless you can organize with the elder Shamar, Elder Yasser Banu. We got a Koti back there. She wants to get immersed. She's going to be leaving out on Sunday, so she's not going to make it to the land experience. But she might be able to contact with you all earlier. I know they're going to be busy helping with the gathering too. They got a boatload of things they're going to be doing. But you could probably talk to them and maybe you all can get something set up. All right. So the Hebrew immersion. So if you want to get immersed in water tomorrow, just let us know so that I can come, or myself or someone else, we can have the proper attire on. Elisa, go sit down. So we can have a proper attire on to go immerse you in water. All right, now, tomorrow, 9:30 to 1 a.m., we have poetry night. All right, we have some of the most gifted people that's walking the face of the earth. We got one sitting right there in the second row, a musician. We got some other people, too. We got all kind of musical talents in Yasharal, whether it's from spoken word, whether it's from poetry, whether it's from Yah music, whether it's from live music, like from a live band, whether you don't need no music at all. You know, if you want to serve and praise the Most High Yah, you have something inside of you that need to come out of you, tomorrow is the night to do it, poetry night. All right, so poetry night is some people's favorite event. Then going into the Shabbat, all right, Shabbat, it has from 12 to 6. Of course, you have different various speakers. You have a few of them up here right now, Michael Israel, Judah Mack, all right, going to be talking about various subjects. And we have Ron Dalton, they call the Hebrew historian. He's going to be bringing out some scriptures and depending on the flow of traffic, I'm gonna leave myself out of it. But we have a part also too where the men and the women split up. We got Yisrael Ben Yehuda also known as Hugo. He's going to be here, giving a lesson to the ox. And then you have a Kosi Kaliyah is going to be ministering to the women. So it's a beautiful thing to have them being able to do at the breakout sessions. Some people, the breakout session is their favorite session out of everything. When the ox can be real with the ox, and the coach can be real with the coach. Sometimes you got situations where you just need to talk to another woman about. You're a woman and you just need to spill out to another woman, or you're an ox and you're dealing with some struggles. We got men dealing with struggles. It's when you get around in that circle, you can be real with some men. Or if you see the spirit up on one of those men, you can pull him to the side by yourself and just talk to him. All right. And then 7:30 to 11, of course, you got the family fellowship night. So, for people that want to do trivias, I think Ak Obadiah, Coach Sahar, I believe they might be steering out, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know. That's still in that direction. Or it might be a different direction. I don't know. So Ak Obadiah looking at me like, boy, man, I didn't know about that one, B. Okay, cool. All right, cool. So now the last day, if you want to turn your papers over, the last day, Yom Rishon, Sunday, first day of the week. All right, for all of you entrepreneurs in here, you have items that you want to sell. We have the Hebrew Marketplace from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. All right, so it's just a little small tidbit of Black Wall Street, just for about a couple hours, about 3 hours, where you can see all your brothers and sisters being able to support each other. Going around the room, supporting and buying from one another. So this is where you come when you want to get fresh garments and fresh tassels and tzitz and soaps and lotions and all type of other things that I'm not even mentioning, bracelets, wristbands. It goes on and on and on. So we're going to have all these things at the Hebrew Marketplace. All right. And to top it off, last but definitely not least, all right, it's been flooding down here. Somebody tap your phone, please. Damn, it's a flood warning. We had to drive through a flood to get down here last night. So, but when it start thundering and you start asking y'all to forgive you for your sins. I don't know what I did, but please forgive me. So we went to that. Last but not least, for those of you that do stay around, you do want to get this experience, especially for those of you that are looking to live off the land and off grid. I'm not saying this is going to be the place for you, but this might get the wheels turning. This might get your vision going. All right. The Salt community, we're going to be doing the land experiences, or we got it in highlight. Don't forget your walking shoes, especially for the women. That you don't want to be walking around here with no little heels on it. Your feet going to be killing you. So we're going to bring some shoes that you can walk in. And, we got the elders, Shema and Yasser Blanut are going to be leading that one. I think more so Yasser Blanut is going to be leading the land experience, if I'm not mistaken. And they're going to be doing that. And the whole South community as a whole is going to be, helping with that experience. So it's going to be a beautiful event. So as you can see, it took me all this time to talk about the itinerary. You just don't want to miss nothing, though. And one thing about our gatherings is it's hard to make every event because some of y'all be up to about 3 or 4 or 5 in the morning. They be up. They be up chilling. So so this is right here. I hope everybody has it. Just you don't have to call and be like, hey, where's the next event at? It's right here. All right. So now let's get into it. We only have about. You had a question?
What time zone? Not time zone. Time difference are we on? Eastern or?
This is Central.
Okay, because I learned that we are on Central Time.
Yeah, we're Central Time.
Here. Yeah. But the itinerary is according to Central Time?
Yeah, itinerary is according to right now, Central Time. Okay. So, all right, cool. So let's get into it. Let's go to the meet and greet. Now, this is the chance for you to get to know your ox and your coach. Of course, we got name badges. Like I told y'all, Maisha gave me one. I would think that everybody would know me, but I guess to try to get a few more brownie points, I go ahead and put Yosef on them. All right, so hallelujah. So we're gonna start right there in the back. Let's get my ox back here in the back. You standing up, Aki. What we're gonna do in the meet and greet is for you to stay where you're from, and just a little bit about yourself.
Okay, from Detroit, Michigan.
What's your name, Aki?
Al Bracey.
Okay.
Bracey Entertainment Networks. Entertainment, what I do. Also.
Let me ask you this, because we do have a couple people here that don't want to be on camera. They can't be on camera.
Oh,
All right,
well, then don't worry.
so we just gonna hear your voices, and we ain't gonna put the camera on nobody. We don't want nobody shivering and shaking and all that type of stuff. Okay, she's like, thank you, hallelujah. All right, so go ahead, Aki. Go ahead and finish what you're saying.
Just from Detroit, you know, gathering in, want to be with my family. It's my family reunion right here. This is the first gathering I got out of Detroit, my first one on the road, and I'm loving what I'm feeling. And I'm confident, I'm happy, I'm content. I love you.
Hallelujah. Hey, Toda for recruiting, man. Toda, Aki, set apart. I'm just playing. All right, who's the next one? My coachy with the rap. Yeah, you right there. We started from the back, and then we're gonna work our way up towards the front.
Joe Cheryl Harrell from Grosse Pointe, Michigan, along with my husband Antoine in the back, my daughter and 2 sons here.
Hallelujah.
We came down to see Salt, the gathering just was a bonus.
Okay. That's all right, man. That's all right, man. Get you two then, man. All right. Let's go to set apart.
I'm Bezalel Ben Israel, and I'm an alcoholic.
We don't pray for you.
Hey, it's down the hall.
Y'all looking like you. I'm Bezalel Ben Israel. Just like my 5th gathering, I met Yosef about 5 years ago, and Yosef actually the catalyst for a lot of us meeting each other. Today, like, a lot of other groups are doing gatherings because of what they seen Yosef do and the effect it had on our people. You know, even like, you know, like people here from the Detroit area, we met Detroit, it's like Detroit, like, you find this way, I know you're in the truth, like, you know, my Shema, like, he came on like, you in Detroit too? And Detroit is like a hub, but Detroit, we always come out, you know, even though the Lions don't do good, but we ain't going to. But I just want to say that I love everybody here. I'm definitely Israel. Ain't nobody taking it away from me. And I just love everybody.
Hallelujah.
Our first gathering outside of this D.
Hallelujah. We appreciate you all coming from cold Michigan. Pure Michigan. What you got over here, Aki?
Yeah, my name is Oxacar. I've been knowing Yosef about 5 years. You know, that's my aunt, my giver of my aunt. You know, I'm glad to see my whole family again. You know, I love everybody. I'm glad to be here.
Hallelujah. Now, what do you do? I forgot to ask. Outside of set apart the alcoholic, what do you do? I mean, what I'm also trying to get together is to like just a little bit about yourself, because if somebody's in the truth and they do what you do, like we got a nice amount of truckers in this business. I mean, I said in this business, in this walk. So when you have a trucker that's in this truth and you can connect them to somebody that's a trucker, that's more powerful. So if you could tell a little bit of just even what you do, that can help us out as well.
Well, pretty much, I believe the Most High Baruch my hands to make garments for our people, and for the lowest price. I don't do it for the money, I do it for the love. But there is someone here who I will admit who's better than me, and this lady right here.
Pointing at me, right?
I actually got some tips from her. She don't know about. But I make the garments, you know, men, women, children. I do it for the love of the people. I don't do it for.
Hey, this one of them too right here. This one set apart garments. So just let y'all know. So you know, you walk in my closet. I got a few set apart garments, and got a couple more down here this weekend. So hallelujah. Hallelujah. So I didn't get to ask you what you do, Aki Sakao. If you want to say what you do, and you don't have to either. If you want to stay anonymous and be like, nah, I just keep it to myself, that's cool.
I just gather around Israel. I go to the Hebrew summits and the gather. I've been going to both of them, so I've been, you know, knowing like Zabak, Hebrew Guerrillas, occurring group. I've just been traveling. Y'all got me traveling everywhere. Okay. I love it too. So praise y'all for it.
All right, hallelujah. He said his profession is a traveler. All right, cool. Aki.
Shalom. My name is Obina. I come here with my wife, Dominique. We reside in Louisville, but we are initially from Chicago. So we've been coming together for quite some time now. This might be our 3rd or 4th one. Joseph. It's always good to see familiar faces and new faces, so I'm hoping that, this gathering is a blessing to us.
Hallelujah. If you're looking for somebody that's a real sincere brother, that's genuine, that don't play, that's a brother right there that you want to lock arms with. But being that don't play. Huh? You say what? What'd you say, Aki? Oh, okay. Hallelujah. So let's go to the next row. The next row in front of them.
Shalom, shalom. I'm from here, from Detroit, but I live here now in Murfreesboro. Been living down here for 2 years. I really feel the Most High has moved me down here to help gather and work with the soft community and work with different communities, trying to build communities and gather, especially events like this, so we can come together and be able to socialize from a larger platform, whether it's support financially, industrial work, different things like that. I like to travel a lot, been to a lot of summits and different events like this. This is my first one with Yosef, but I'm very happy to see everybody here and take the effort and time out to come. And we're trying to build a real big community. I meet a lot of brothers and sisters here, and just I've been amazed how much the Most High have moved me to meet people here and come together. I open my doors again, and next thing you know, I got people I'm meeting in Walmart, different places, and fill a house in no time. So we know this is Yah's work that He is putting for us, and hopefully in this community, everybody can continue to visit and socialize with each other. So I'm looking forward to seeing all y'all. I want to see somebody come visit. So shalom to all y'all.
Shalom. Next.
Morey Yasavlanu. You always get kind of tongue-tied with that. Yasavlanut. That's how you pronounce it. It means patience. I do believe Most High has given me His patience in leadership, and I am a SALT community. Most High has brought us down here from Michigan with a calling, and that is to establish land for as many as He will send. And so I have teamed up with Morey Shema and his family, and we've been down here for a year trying to establish the land, and so that the Most High can begin to send people. We are in the last days of this captivity that we're in, and we have a lot to learn moving forward as we begin our second Exodus. What the Most High has called us to do is beyond all of us in this room, and that we have not been taught to come together and to do anything together. Everything that this nation has taught us to do has been individual, separate, and even even as much as our family being broken. So coming together as a community is very difficult, and a lot of times we want to try to do something or just come together, thinking that because we all follow Torah that we all that we're gonna get along and everything is gonna work out fine. Well, you're gonna find that there's things that you have on the inside until your challenge won't even come out. But when you get on, when you strive to come together in community or as a fellowship, you're gonna find that you're gonna deal with inner turmoils and things that you've been taught by this captivity that we have to unlearn.
Right.
And so this is what we're here to do. And this is why the Most High has put two Moreys together to be able to establish a land and to have a foundation for us to begin that building and that learning process, so that we can begin to love one another, truly love one another, care for one another, and to grow and to prepare ourselves for this second Exodus.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. My Isha, Deborah, multi-talented, and the love of my life for 36 years.
Hallelujah. Yeah, she said He said it all for you, huh? All right. Over to the next row.
Okay. My name is Keisha. This is my daughter, Samaya. Shalom.
Shalom.
We've been in the truth for a little over a year. We studied with Pamia and Ishai.
Hallelujah.
And we have another family we studied with, but they're not here. My other daughter, she's in the room. She's caught sick, so she wasn't able to be here, but I'm happy to be here with all of you, and I love you guys.
Hallelujah. Now we going to the next row. Was that done with that row?
I didn't go yet.
Okay, go ahead.
Shalom, everybody.
Shalom.
Elliot from New York. I have a computer design and software engineering business that I run out of New York, and it's not doing that well, y'all, but it's yeah. So, Most I put it on me to come down to this gathering. I've been following the Aqua on YouTube and stuff like that. So this is my first gathering that I've been to, and I'm also hoping to go through an immersion while I'm down here. So
hallelujah. Hey, but man, at least you got the guts to start your own business. Hallelujah. Even if it ain't doing that good right now, you just stay with it. You stay with it. It's doing all right. Hallelujah. All the way from the NY. Okay, we going to the next row. Now let me ask, does the daughter want to say anything about herself? Or she want to stay low key? All right, cool. Well, let's go to the next row then. Coachy. I'm Monique. Shoot hard, don't you?
Shalom, everybody.
Shalom.
I'm Saha, and I've been going to these gatherings now, I think 4 years. I don't really count, I just show up. And, it's always wonderful to reconnect with everyone and be in the presence of everybody. It's just always great to see everybody's faces. I live in the Louisville area, in the Indiana side, and just get to know you. I just look forward to getting to know everybody more.
Hallelujah. Hey, and for all of you all that went to the website, she's the one that built that website. All right, so all of you that registered online, that Coachy has been a tremendous help. When I, was down there doing the assembly, she was a real behind the scenes. Her and her husband, 1-2 punch. They really, really helped support me in a major way down there. So I told her y'all for her. Who's next?
My name is Angeline, and I'm here with Akoti Saha and Obadiah. Akoti Saha has been sharing it with us, when I say us, her friends and family that we grew up with back in Maryland, the DC area, for a few years now. And so for about 2 years or so, I've been really trying to make sure I keep Shabbat, keep the laws and commandments, really taking it on. I really thank Akoti Saha and Obadiah for being a Baruchi in my life and getting me through things and listening here. And I'm really excited about coming into the community. I feel so welcome, more welcome about anything I've ever experienced, especially with Hallelujah. And I always want to be a part of it. I flew in from DC last night, flew into Louisville, and then we drove down together this afternoon.
Hallelujah. Look at that commitment though. Come all the way from DC, come then drive more miles. That's just that hunger and that desire to want to be around y'all's people. New York too, like hallelujah. Let's go to my next Coachy back there. You want to stand up?
My name is Monique. Like my husband said, we're from Chicago. We're reside in Louisville. My profession, I'm an IT technician. But part-time, I'm an herbalist, so I'm trying to perfect it. So just glad to see everybody, new faces, so it's great to have a good time. So
hallelujah. And when she say a herbalist, like this a Coachy, yeah. If you dealing with need a natural remedy, call that a Coachy up. She has something for you. All right, so let's go to the next row over here. Is it Yishai?
Shalom, everybody. My name is Shai, and this is my wife, Hamia. We're from Charleston, South Carolina. We've been coming to the gatherings, your gatherings for about, I guess, 5 years, the summer and the winter. We've been coming for quite a while. We love coming to these events. We love, spending time with our family. And my profession, I'm an electronics engineer. And I fix all kind of crap. But I want to take y'all to a scripture because everybody's talking about family and everybody's talking about how these gatherings are really a wonderful thing for and especially you talking about your mother.
Right.
Let's go to Matthew 12:46 to 50. Can you bring that up?
Matthew 12, 46.
46 to 50.
All right, book of Matthew, chapter 12, verse 46. While he yet talked to the people, behold, his mother and his brethren stood without, desiring to speak with him. Then one said unto him, behold, thy mother and thy brother stand without, desiring to speak with thee. But he answered and said unto them, and told them, who is my mother, and who are my brethren? And he stretched forth his hand towards his disciples. Behold, my mother and my brethren. For whosoever shall do the will of my Father, which is in the Shamaim, the same is my brother, my ak, my coat, and my ima, my mother.
Hallelujah. So it's no coincidence that we feel that connection, that we're that family. People who are doing the will of the Father. So your natural parents or siblings or whatever won't receive it. You got us.
Hallelujah. Coty? Okay.
Shalom, Yisrael. Shalom. I'm Obadiah. I've been coming to these gatherings since the winter gathering. 16 was my first gathering. I'm looking down at my name tag here, and no disrespect to Indiana, but I'm originally from New York. I don't want to, sound cocky or nothing. I moved to Indiana in 14, prayed to the Most High, get me around some fellow like-minded believers. Get me around some like-minded believers. And he led me to Ak Yosef, fortunately. So I look around the room and I think about all the people here that I wouldn't even know if it wasn't for these gatherings. You know what I'm saying? And I know, I don't know, Elder Shamar and Yasser Banuth, did y'all meet at the gathering? So, you know what I mean? It's like these gatherings is something else. So, professionally, I'm an accountant. That's what I do for a living. And I'm just humbled to be around y'all's people. It's always an amazing, unforgettable experience. Shalom.
Hallelujah. Aki?
Shalom, everybody. I'm Aki here, Detroit. Just glad to see everybody and glad to be here. My daughter's somewhere. I don't know where she is. We came down today and just, like I said, just happy to be here and enjoying the company.
Hallelujah.
Yeah.
Good to have you again, Aki. The next row.
My name is Aurelia. I'm 9 years old and I'm from Ohio. Actually, my father is the one that's hosting
this. Hallelujah, hallelujah. The next row. Next row.
She's trying to hide right there. Look.
I live here in Murfreesboro. We kind of came in a little bit late, so I wasn't sure if we're supposed to give our testimony in this walk or just introduce ourselves.
Right now, just introduce yourself because we have literally about 19 minutes.
Okay.
We gotta be wrapping up.
All right. So I've been here in Murfreesboro about 17 years. I'm here today with my mom. She's visiting from.
Hallelujah! Hallelujah! Hallelujah!
And I've been, I guess, walking in the truth for about 2.5 years now, and talked to Mom, and Mom is walking with me.
Hallelujah! Hallelujah!
She said it all, but I'm happy to be here.
Shalom.
First gathering, by the way. My name is Kim, and I've been in this truth for 2 years now. I'm from Nashville, and me and my friend here, my brother, my aunt, Randall, you know, we've been meeting together since 2 years. You know, we're just looking for other brothers and sisters close by so that we can all meet together.
Hallelujah. We're gonna work on that one here by the end of the Shabbat. So y'all be connected. Go
All
ahead.
right, shalom, shalom.
Shalom.
I'm Randall from here in Nashville area. And like him was saying, we had a few people that started out with us and they dropped by the wayside. And so I was just praying, you know, just send us like-minded Israelites. So that, and this is the first gathering. I came across the video on YouTube. I said, man, that's when I contacted you. I said, you got to go to that, and maybe this is a chance to find other like-minded people.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Shalom. I'm Parrish Taylor. I'm from North Carolina.
Shalom.
I'm by myself. I don't know anybody. My profession, I'm a supervisor at a polyurethane company. I can customize anything with polyurethane, stuff like that. I've been trying to get into this truth for maybe 6 months. So I've seen a few of your videos and through other guys' videos, and that's how I kind of came into it. But when I read the Bible, it just puts me to sleep and I can't understand it, you know, but the videos have helped me try to learn everything that's going on. So I appreciate the videos that y'all put out, so that's gonna help me a lot. So if y'all can help me, you know, just help me.
Something else, like, cause I'm similar, but when I'm riding in the car or when I'm at work on a boring job, I have the Bible going on audio,
okay.
And you get it in real good. Hearing the word, Okay. Aki?
Shalom.
Shalom.
I'm Steve Dothard. I moved down here from Lansing. I had lived here a few years prior, and then I moved back to Michigan. I was in Louisville for 2 years. I'm retired, worked for IBM sales, professional sales, worked for Sears Home Services, sold roofs and windows. So I'm in the sales. Actually, I have IT background too as well. But I'm gonna tell you, I was, you know, just a short testimony, just to, you know, and I want you guys, because I'm in Nashville too, and I just moved here in March, so I'm looking to network and work with folks like that too. But I didn't even know this Hebrew Israelite movement until I moved to Nashville and was sitting around going through YouTube and start seeing them videos, man, and I'm looking at these videos, man. Whoa. But the Spirit moved in me, man. I'm telling you, I thought I knew the Bible. You know, the scriptures that they be bringing out like that, they know. I've been in Christian churches, and I'm telling you, don't nobody. It's got to be having sent God's got to be moving in these brothers and sisters in this movement here. So I want to be a part.
Go see.
Shalom. I'm Yana. I've been in the church for about 2 years. The boring is on Bruno are my parents. So this is my first gathering, and that's all I have.
I appreciate you for coming out.
Now the hidden one.
Look. Okay, y'all. I can do this. I'm Hannah. I just moved to Salt. Was it a month now? A month ago. I lived in Memphis, Tennessee, and I'm from Arkansas. I've only been in truth maybe 6 months, and I do a lot of things. I was a teacher. I make shirts. I craft a lot of different ways. I sing, but I don't speak. I don't.
You're doing it right now?
I'm doing it. That's it. Those are my adopted parents, Shema and Kalia, and yes.
All right, now we on the second row. We almost at home. Come on, second row. Shalom.
Shalom. I'm Yocheved, and I first met the SALT community through one of Yosef's videos. And I'm originally from DC, and I then moved to New Jersey. And then when I woke up, the first thing the Ruach put in my mouth was show us where, give us time. And y'all led me to Tennessee. And when I got to Tennessee, he eventually led me to the SALT community, and I fellowshiped with the SALT community. Now y'all has led me to the Chattanooga area where he has just started a fellowship there through Hebrew Nation.
Yes. Hallelujah.
And so I have seen y'all provide for me every step of the way. I've been married 23 years, it'll be in August, and my husband is not in the truth. And so I understand what you're saying about family members who don't come in, but Yah is giving me strength, and he's showing me that every step of the way. I will provide for you, and I've watched him do that for me, provide every step of the way, and I'm just grateful to be here. This is my first time at this particular gathering.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Any of the children want to say anything?
My name is Shoshana, and like my mother saying, Yah has provided, and it's just been amazing to like see that journey. So
Hallelujah.
Be witness to it.
And for those of you in here that do pray, let that sink in for a second. Okay. For those of you that do pray, though, just when you have situations like this where one person is in the walk and their spouse is not in the walk, we need to constantly be praying about the Most High working on the other spouse and waking them up and all that. You know what I mean? Because it's a challenging thing to see it, and you with somebody that don't see it. It can be challenging. So, Coach T, it's on you.
Shalom. I'm Kalia from SALT Community, and this is my Ish Shema. This is our 4th year anniversary today. We met Yosef at a gathering in Detroit, and it was hosted by Chosen Seed. We had been in the walk for like a year, hadn't met anybody else in Michigan that was in truth.
Wow.
We did a short visit to Ohio. They were doing a Hebrew family reunion thing. You know, we're excited. We get the assembly together. We carpool, take off to Ohio. We get there, conversate for a little bit. And so we're kind of coming to each other. It's like, babe, I don't think they believe in Yahusha. These are our peoples. So we waited, and then we went to the summer gathering in Detroit by Chosen Seed, and we met Yosef. And briefly met the boy. Yeah, we met in passing. We didn't even get each other's information. Yosef came for dinner in Michigan last year before, dead winter. The power was out. We invited him over for dinner. He brought another daughter we've inherited in truth. She's in Missouri right now. She couldn't make it. But at any rate, he was going to visit Deborah and Yasab. So he invited us to come with him to go visit them. We didn't know who it was at the time, because like I said, we didn't keep in contact. And so we got there. I go downstairs where the Okotis are, there in the kitchen, you know, and we looked at each other, Deborah and I did, and it was like, oh, cool, it's you here? Yeah. So y'all connected us together. We started fellowshipping with each other every other. We were like a couple of hours away from each other or more. And then y'all gave us the vision for SALT Community, and here we are.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
And I love your wife.
Hallelujah.
I love the fire that you have for y'all.
Hallelujah.
Shalom, Mishpakai.
Shalom, shalom. Shalom.
I'm Elder Shema from the SALT Community. That stands for Set Apart Living Torah. I see all my Mishpakai in this room. Just about every one of you I have met at a gathering, and I see some new faces that I'm eager to meet and talk with. I'll be leading the praise and worship on Shabbat this week, and so bring your expectant heart, because we're going to worship before God.
Hallelujah.
I'm gonna keep this brief. I'm a musician, producer, songwriter. I have an Uber business, a farmer. I guess that about covers it. But I'm the elder at the SALT community, and we look forward to seeing y'all when y'all come out, because we are living a Torah life and on the land, and you just feel a connection to the Most High when you get away from the cities and you get away from the that they're doing. You begin to be able to hear from the Most High. So I look forward to seeing y'all and praising and worshiping with you. And if you come out to the community, then if not, I'll see you on Market Day, because I'm not shopping downtown. For the
See, Dog, see if they can give us 15 more minutes without charging me. All right. Coach T.
Shalom, shalom.
Shalom.
My name is Tanisha. This is my first year here. I acknowledged the truth about a year ago, but I didn't accept it until I met Akoti Lahaya. She, I guess, just broke our spirits, and then she approached me. My first time hearing it, I was convicted because it was heavy the first time. I was approached by a camp member the first time. And I did not receive it at all. But much like your family, listen, so that's another topic, but glory be to the Most High, because Lahaya was just, oh my goodness, I can go on for that one. But I do run my own business. I am a business and financial advisor. I've done that for over 2 years now, and Yah has behooved me to be able to financially provide for my family. I am happy for that. I did bring my children, so I did come with them. Our drive was from Philly, that's where I am from. But I am so grateful to have met all of you here. It's been nothing but love, and I look forward to the rest of the weekend.
Shalom, shalom. Akoti Lahaya. Most of y'all know me. This is my 5th gathering, I believe. I'm going to continue to travel if it be of Yah's will. I'm from Philadelphia as well. I'm a cook. I work for the school district back at home, but I also do jewelry and homemade body scrubs as well. Trying to work on sewing. I have a sewing machine. Just trying to figure out the space time. He convicted me last year. So last year was my first time singing at the summer gathering, but now I'm officially a recorder. So my debut song, Yah Will Reign, was released 2 weeks ago. I've been recording music, and Yah was like, if you don't get up there, I'm going to do it with you. And I'm like, okay. Let me, do what you called me to do, which is to praise his name among the heathen and among the, praise him among the earth. So I think that's about it. But I'm excited to be here, looking at fellowship with all the new people that's here. And I need everybody's number, because all the coaches know I be calling their phone, checking on them, making sure everybody is okay and everything. But I'm looking forward to fellowshipping with you, everyone.
All right. Well, we got a few more minutes. All right. So now we are on the first row.
Shalom. I'm Alexis, and as my mom was saying, we're from Grosse Pointe, right out of Detroit. I am a student, and I'm looking to study for nurse midwifery.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. Shalom. Shalom. My name is Luana. I'm here with my husband, Gennaro. I have 2 businesses. One is I provide legal services for I hate to say minorities, but minorities who can't afford an attorney, and I also have my own decoration company as well. So.
Shalom. I'm Gennaro, Bob G. I've been in the truth about 1.5 years. Looking at videos, the Most High pretty much wake me up. I didn't talk to nobody. Went through a couple of videos and tracked Joseph down. And we here. I'm an independent contractor in the moving industry. I move people all over the world. Other than that, we're happy to be here.
Hallelujah. He tell y'all he's a professional bodybuilder too. No. I'm just playing.
I am Ayalea. Can everybody say Ayalea? I am so grateful to be here today with my Ish, Ezekiel, my 2 grandchildren back there, that's Kamashai, Akira, and Keeson. It has been a journey. I came into the truth 2016, February, and the Most High just was with me even in Christianity and coming over into the truth. Soon after I came into the truth, found out I had an aneurysm, had major surgery in November right after being awakened. And I can truly say he gave me peace. And I'm just grateful to be here. I'm grateful for my new family. And the biggest thing I want to leave with this group today is, it's nothing else out there.
No.
You cannot turn around and go back out there. Because if you're going to fear anybody, fear the Most High. Because the Most High is doing a judgment. He said Israel will be under his judgment first. We wonder why our people are getting killed in the streets. We wondering why our sisters are getting missing. Most High, he does all these things. Okay, we don't know why he does what he do, but he do it. And to turn your back on him and go back out there, you're setting yourself up for death, because the Most High don't play. So, y'all have to stay in the truth. There's nothing else out there. To go back and turn back, eating your own vomit is just not a good choice. Okay, you have to stay committed, fast up, prayed up, and just do what you got to do. And last but not least, I want to say that all praises to the Most High. Chattanooga, Tennessee got a assembly. We are grateful. We had our first assembly last Shabbat. And please keep us in prayer. Everything is new. We got to find a building. Oh, we need the fervent prayers of the saints, okay? So, because we don't want to go back. We want to keep it moving forward. So please pray for the assembly in Chattanooga, Tennessee.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah. And before the elders say something, what she was saying, somebody was taking heed to that. It ain't nothing else out here. And if you go back, you asking to die.
That's right.
Shalom,
shalom. Shalom. First of all, I'm married to the best woman in this room right here.
All right. He said it with some authority too, like. Yeah.
I started from the bottom, now I'm in the basement. So I'm gonna reiterate on what my Shah said. If you're not walking in truth now, you're asking for death. The judgment of the Most High is in the land. He's here. He's in the land, and he's taking us out. And if you don't have his protection, you don't know what's going to happen to you. So I trust everybody in here knows that by now. We know that. Because we're watching the news and we're watching the cops do what they do. But they're doing what they do. But what's that scripture in Amos? I think it's Amos 5:3. If I'm wrong, correct. I think, it's you sell a trumpet, blow in the city, and no one be afraid. Shall evil come to the city? The Most High hadn't done it. He's doing it. He kills.
That's right.
He makes alive.
That's right.
The cops doing what they're supposed to do. Because we don't know these people who he's murdering out there, murdering people. We looking at, oh man, I can't stand, because I was the same way. I told my wife I can't stand him. But then I had to think, who's doing it? Nobody allows this type of stuff except the Most High. Most High is in control of everything.
Yes, he is.
And he got scripts backing it up, respecting people who got the power to kill you.
Oh man.
And you can't malfunction.
And that's just the way it is. And we're gonna have to accept that. And I'm here. I've been in the truth. Nobody, just like you, Nobody told me. I asked him for it, and he showed me. And I got some struggles. Don't. I'm not standing up here saying, "Hey, I keep all the laws, man." I'm not saying that. I'm saying I need grace. I need Yahushua Hamashiach. I'm saying that together we are strong, but separate we are nothing. And just like Hebrews 10:25 say, don't forsake the gathering of yourselves together. That's what we're doing. We're gathering ourselves together. We're gaining strength. The Most High will do some great things with us.
Yes, He is. Hallelujah.
He's bringing people to the truth out of camps, out of streets. I met a young man. He's still confused a little bit, and he don't know which way to go. He's in trouble, but he's searching, and he sent about 20 texts just a minute ago. But you know, the police tased him about 10 times the other day. You know, they raided his house, and he says he's innocent, but he must be because he's not in jail. But they had to put him in jail. So I want to ask you guys to pray when you go for Justin Moss. Okay? Can y'all do that for me? Justin Moss. Because he's searching and he wants to be in the truth, but he has all this extrinsic stuff coming at him from every angle. He's dealing with these heathens. You know, we can't learn. Our men won't learn if they can't deal with these heathen women and think they're going to be successful. They're just bringing trouble into their lives.
Right.
But I want y'all to pray for him because I want him to get to know the truth, and I want to be able to bring him to a gathering with us next time. And I want him to get to know fellas like you, people who got stable minds and without all the drama. I'm done.
Shalom, everybody.
Shalom.
I'm from West Palm Beach, Florida. I'm Gardrell, here learning as much as I can learn so I can take it on home with me, and I'll be at every gathering I can get to.
Let's get a scripture for that, brother. Matthew chapter 5, verse 5. Matit Yahoo.
It's the book of Matthew, chapter 5, verse 5. Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth.
Let's go to 6.
Verse 6. Blessed are they that do hunger and thirst after righteousness, for they shall be filled.
Hallelujah. So that's what we think right there. When I see the brother right there, he said, I'm going to everyone. I see the Akoti, she done made a commitment years ago, and she don't let nothing stop her. I'm talking about, everything. So let's go here. We're going to go ahead and finish up with the front row right here. I do want to acknowledge that beautiful woman right there in the red, and Maisha back there, hold it down at the table. You can wave your hands. Did about Yah. All right, that's been my Isha for going on 11 years now. So it's been a real nice journey. Had to dodge a couple plates every now and then, cups, forks, But the Most High done brought us through it. So we told her Yah. Hallelujah. So she's the one. She's behind the scene. I know I'm the one that's out in the public where everybody sees. She's the one that does the registration. She's the one that's dealing with people on the line. Sometimes I hop in there and deal with emails too. But she helps with the food. Told our Yah for the Salt community helping with this food. Man. They stepped in and said, Coach, we're going to help you with this food. That food be having her bugging out over there. But she helps with a whole lot. I told our Yah for her. So we're going to go to the brothers right here on the front. We'll start right here with my Ak right here.
Shalom, family. I'm Judah Mack. Come out of a camp. I know some of y'all like coming out of camp experiences. The camp I came out of was IUIC. I was a captain, a ranking member of that camp. I'm just looking forward to meeting everybody and understanding that whole camp experience is a box that we don't need. So I'm happy to be done broke out of that box and be able to see how we do outnumber the stars of heaven, the sands of the sea. Break that spirit of division, because that's what's out there in these camps and whatnot. And just being able to understand and meet my family for what it is and come out of that cult mentality. That's the reason we be called cults. Because we get separated.
Had that experience because when they think of the Hebrew Israelite, that's the first thing that comes up, the first experience,
and that's what gets put out there.
And that's what, yes.
That's why we tag our videos Black Hebrew Israelite as aggressive as I can, so that'll pop up and.
So they know it's another side to the whole thing, the true side.
Hallelujah.
And for brothers and sisters, I know we're streaming. For brothers and sisters that are in camps that are separate and being caused to be separate by your leadership, break free from that. And I'm talking to y'all right now. Break free from that because it's our family is big, and we need to experience each other. So I look forward to experiencing.
Milk in the morning. If you questioning that camp or whatever, milk in the morning. That's where you need to go.
Yeah. So let's go to the next man right here beside me.
Yeah, I'm Michael Israel. I have a show on YouTube, Facebook, Spiritual Combat, and it's just that Most High took me through a lot of spiritual growth. Even before I came in the truth, I was in even in Christianity, I struggled with pornography addiction and alcoholism and just a bunch of other issues, and I did spiritual combat. And I also struggled with relationships, so I just have a lot of extensive knowledge in marriage, relationships, stuff like that. As far as practical stuff, I'm a mechanic. I've been an aircraft and an auto mechanic for over 20 years. And what else? And firearms. I like shooting guns. You know? And I'm trained. We had last week, or not last week, the weekend before that, we were in Atlanta, and we trained up a whole bunch of our brothers, sisters, the kids, everybody on firearm safety and firearms and stuff like that. Look forward to doing that more often with other ministries. It ain't just anybody. I try to work with the people over the ministries, but also I'm here to help businesses and just kind of, I guess you call it, be a facilitator among our nation with getting the word out about what ministries and what people are doing. Definitely gonna be talking to that brother, and I gotta talk to this brother also, because I remember him from the last time. I just forgot his name and face, but there's a bunch of y'all. I'm making middle notes. I gotta talk to y'all. I got ADD, so I'm gonna probably forget. So I'm just coming up talking to y'all, man. And just there's a lot of big things going on. I'm telling you, because I deal with a lot of people across the nation, Hebrews over in California and everything, and it's like the Most High is making this move for people to begin coming into communities and get land and stuff like that. That's booked. So I'm definitely, there's a urge and a desire for that in Jacksonville too, and in Florida, Orlando, all that. So that's all I got for now.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah. So I'm Ak Yosef. Some of you know me as Yosef Yasharal or Ak Yahosef, whichever way you know me as, or just Ak Yosef. I'm from the Ohio area by way of Louisville, Kentucky. Lived down there for almost 10 years. It's my second home. Love those people down there. But been doing this, throwing these gatherings for some years now. I've been meeting some real nice people. You all have been like my family. I never been to a family reunion when I was out in the world. My family is real small. Just me, my mother, my few brothers, and that's it. My father passed, so we don't have a big family. So when these gatherings start coming, it made me feel like I got a family that I never had before. So we take this real seriously. Maisha and I, and those that's behind the scenes that help. We got people that that give monies. We got people that's unnamed people that I would never name out in public. We got people that support us, that try to step up. And I don't know how these people come through when they come through, but they come through at times where we be like, we looking at stuff with how much all this stuff end up costing to do all this stuff. And I know some people be wondering, and some people have the audacity to think that I'm doing these events to try to make money off people. And they don't even know when me and Maisha sit down and look at a spreadsheet and look at all the numbers, we lose every event we do. But I keep on doing them. Keep on doing them. I keep on doing them because I say the Most High gonna send the money from somewhere else. Or he gonna give me an increase at my business, or he gonna send it some kind of way. So we just keep on doing them because I feel like the relationships that are built through this is more than the financial loss that I take doing it. So we just keep on pushing. So I also have a used car business I sell. So if anybody looking for the lowest prices on used cars, I do that as well. I don't charge interest because I feel like a lot of these dealers are greedy. They try to super overcharge people 2 or 3 times what cars are worth. So I try to help people out, even with people that, you know, can't afford it. We try to do what we can to help them out. All right, so that's it for right now. That's a little bit about me. If you want to know more, you can ask me after this. But we about to go and break. But a few little things I want to say real quick, and I'm going to get my man in the back. But a few little things I want to share with you all regarding this hotel and regarding the hotel, because we are connected with 2 hotels now. This one.
I'm gonna stop this.
Go ahead. All right. Hallelujah.
Shalom.
Hey, shalom for those of you that took a look at it. Pray that you make it out to the next gathering.